Today we're continuing our look at the Skywalker Saga, or rather the important stories that took place in between the major episodes of the saga. Last week we covered the canon stories that took place in between Return of the Jedi and The Force Awakens. This week we're going in between episodes 7 and 8. Believe it or not, there are 3 stories that take place in that very small window. We're actually starting with a comic that happens during The Force Awakens, Rey's issue of Age of Resistance by Tom Taylor. On her way to Ahch-To to find Luke, she and Chewie are pulled out of hyperspace near a junk planet. They land to make repairs, and Rey realizes the people there are held captive by an overlord of sorts, very similar to how she used to live with Unkar Plutt. She takes it upon herself to imprison their oppressor non-violently with the Force before heading on to Ahch-To. I believe this issue is meant to show us that Rey has it in her to be the hero, although at this point in time she still believes that Luke will be the one to bear that burden. The Captain Phasma comic by Kelly Thompson tells us how Phasma survived the destruction of Starkiller Base. After escaping the trash compactor, she learns that one First Order officer knows that she lowered the shields to the superweapon, allowing the Resistance to attack. She chases the officer to a planet in the unknown regions, where she kills him and a pilot that helped her on her mission, all to ensure that nobody learns of her duplicity. I remember thinking this comic was proof that Phasma would be back and badder than ever in The Last Jedi. How wrong I was. And finally, the one-shot comic issue DJ Most Wanted by Ben Acker and Ben Blacker tells us how and why the Slicer found himself locked up on Canto Bight. And those are all the stories that take place in between episodes 7 and 8. Obviously, there aren't many because there just isn't room for them, so short video today. Next week will be the final installment of this series as we cover some of the more recent stories that lead us into the rise of Skywalker. Until then, please like this video, subscribe to the channel, follow us on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook, and consider checking out our Patreon page. As always, thanks for watching, and may the Force be with you.